Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Ox. So welcome back all my Oxen friends. I hope you are doing all right. We'll find out in a moment when we pick 3 cards for you guys. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that has subscribed this year. So thank you very much for all the continued support. I was speaking to a friend the other day, and we came to the conclusion, or at least we think we've come to a conclusion, that I am the only person on YouTube that actually uses this method for readings, using the Chinese Zodiac as I do, and with this deck. And I know there are those that are interested in where I got the deck from, but this deck was actually given to me, so I'm not entirely sure where it came from. But the book I use is the Chinese Zodiac book by Theodora Lau. So using my own knowledge in that book alongside these cards, this actually makes this a relatively unique, if not one-of-a-kind reading, or yeah, I suppose reading, prediction, or however you want to see it. So that's quite exciting, isn't it? So again, I'd like to thank everybody that has continued to tune in, continue to like, subscribe, and even comment. So thank you again, guys. Right, let's shuffle these here, and we'll start there. We'll take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got 2 blacks and a white there. It doesn't look like a great start, but as I've always tried to say before, black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It all depends on the compatibility of the cards when we flip them over. This first black is a monkey card, the doer, the self-care card. You're probably feeling a little bit down, a little bit slow, a little bit reserved. I would say those reservations are probably maybe a little bit unwarranted. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit sorry for yourself. I know that's not necessarily an Ox way. You don't tend to wallow in self-pity, but potentially this time of year has maybe got you on a go slow. Maybe you're overthinking. That mind of yours is like a clockwork sort of, it's got like clockwork mechanisms that need to be finely tuned and oiled and looked after. Potentially you're not really necessarily looking after yourself. Maybe you need to get into a new routine for the new year. That monkey is in the negative there, which means we are neglecting something, and it's potentially something to do with ourselves. This is a selfish card, a self-care card. It's to look out for you. And right now we're in that negative, so I'm seeing this as a kind of, I don't know, going on a go slow. You're failing to see the objective. You're kind of like, well, what's the point? Maybe you're close to giving up on something. Potentially, you're even close to giving up on yourself. You are too stubborn. You are too strong. You are too determined to let things weigh you down this much. But somehow, things are getting a little bit too, I want to say maybe chaotic. Maybe it's just the chaos of everything, and this time of year just hasn't helped. Potentially it's not even self-pity. Maybe it's not even a case of wallowing or even, feeling down. It's just fed up with everything. Maybe you're just fed up and you just want this time of year just to be done now. And because we're sort of bound by the clock and the calendar, you can't skip forward to the end of January, where we will be well on our way away from this for at least another 11 months. However, right now, you've got to go the long way around. There are no shortcuts. And although you are a very patient person and you are logical, so you understand that you're not a time-traveling wizard that can just travel through time and space, it is going to be frustrating for you. It's going to frustrate you a lot. That dog as well is another card where it is saying you've got your reservations up. Now, the dog and the ox are quite compatible, so this isn't necessarily a bad card, but this is a protection card. This is a card of potentially, you looking again out for yourself. These 2 cards coming together are basically saying, don't be a people pleaser. Don't be sympathetic to other people's woes and cries for help. Don't run off to people please. And if there is a switch that you have to turn off your empathy, turn it off, because otherwise you are not going to be able to look out for you, and you're not going to be able to, I suppose in some ways, recover from this completely. It's just too much. It is just too much for you. You're expecting everybody else to be in the same frame of mind as you, but they're not, because they are taking advantage. Whereas you wouldn't. And not everybody else thinks like you. Not everybody else is out there trying to work hard for what they've got. Some people are just trying to take advantage and just get it for free, or at least next to nothing. And who's the mug that's going to have to pay for that? Well, 9 out of 10 of the times, it's going to turn around to be you. Foot down. Enough is enough. Shut that door. Cut it. Just cut it out. Cut them off. Cut it out. Just leave it where it is. You're right to have your reservations. Something just is not right for you right now, and it is time to look out for you and do what's best for you. It's time for you to come first for a change. It's time for you to be the one that is the winner, the one that gets the praise, the one that gets the recognition, the appreciation. This is your turn. Don't let other people or other things steal your limelight. Don't let people knock you off that champion pedestal when they aren't the ones that won. You are. And you'll get through this. You will get through this, because once you figure this out with that intricate mind of yours and that thinking mechanism, you'll remember who you are. You'll remember how stubborn you are, and you'll remember how oxes don't give up. They just don't give up. There's another protective card coming in there, but we are in the white there. So we're seeing communication here. We're seeing communications and things actually turning around, because a white tiger card is very good for an ox. The black tiger card, not so much at all. The compatibility with the tiger and the ox isn't necessarily based on the tiger and the ox. That is kind of down to the yin and yang in this, because tigers and ox are bestest of friends when the going's getting good and things are positive, but they aren't really good when things get bad and under pressure. So we're seeing this white card here as a good card. You're going to break free of this and you're going to start moving forward. The tiger and the dog, of course, are in the same affinity triangle of communicators and talking and compromising and mediating and basically negotiating. And that's what this is now. It's a call to arms. It's blowing the horn and lighting the pies and pulling in all your resources, so you can then make a stand against anything and everybody that comes towards you wanting something, trying to take something, trying to drain your energy, trying to be a vampire kind of essence around your space and your energy. You do not need that. This time enough is dragging on without other people clinging to you. You will get through this, as I say, and that tiger is a great card because it is in the white and it is going to be defiant and rebellious, and it's going to give you authority. It's going to let you be in control, and that's one of the things that's going to help you come through this, because you don't necessarily need everybody to listen to you or to copy you or to do everything that you are doing. But what you do need is to have some element of control about what you're doing and what's going on with you and your life. Again, we're looking back at you. When there's too many people getting involved, as I say, clinging on to you, it is going to slow you down. It is going to drag you down. You need to shake them off, and shake them off soon. That is how you then start to move forward. You need to start pushing. You need to start pushing people back across the line. You need to put up these boundaries, or not even put up boundaries. You've got boundaries. Get those buggers that have crossed your boundaries back out. Get them back. Like a bull. Anyone comes in your field, you charge. Head down. You charge and you take them out, or you make sure that they run and they don't come back. These are your pastures. This is your paddock. This is your field, your grass. Don't let people trample shit on your grass. It's time for you to take a stand, my lovely ox person. You've got to be the one that takes control here of your own life and where you're at. And don't let people try to dictate or even gaslight you into thinking otherwise. And we'll find out how you get on with that next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the ox. My next reading will be a reading for those guys born in the year of the tiger. So if you are interested, I will see you over there next. If not to worry, I will just see you next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the ox. If you would, however, like a more intense and more in-depth reading, you can now find me on Patreon below, where if you click on that link, you'll find a package of random and wonderful readings and things. You can click on one of those, sign up, and you'll get a more in-depth and more personal reading. However, if not, don't worry. I'll just see you next week. Love and peace.